Hello Libra, thank you for joining me. Sandra here. I'm going to do a Celtic cross reading. This is the moon card. I'll put it back in, but we'll consider that later. So this is to cover the dates the 20th of April to the 26th of April. But obviously whenever you watch this reading, it will be meaningful for you. Timing is fluid. One more shuffle. Okay. Lay them out. And then another layer to clarify. So just very quickly, at the bottom of the deck, one of the decks, we have the Hermit card, and this is about searching for answers, looking within, taking time out. And then at the bottom of the Psychic Tarot deck, we have the base chakra, which is about all energies to do with our safety and security, finances and money. So at the heart of your reading, Libra, we have new beginnings. So this is like the Fool card in the ordinary tarot. It's the 0 number of the major arcana, and this is stepping out a new beginning in some area. And then we have the Princess of Cups. So this looks like a new love of some sort, a new dream, a new love, but we'll see how the reading pans out. So this is right at the heart of your reading, Libra. So the challenges there are a need for you to stand your ground, a need for you to stand up for yourself, Libra, and stand up for what you believe. And then, of course, we have the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is talking about a victory, but it's a hollow victory of some sort. The warriors are coming back from the battle, but they're wounded. Looks like they perhaps won a battle and survived a battle, but they're walking wounded. So this is a clarifier for standing your ground. And there's been a victory of some sort, but it doesn't feel like a victory. So just bear that in mind. These are the challenges to the new beginning. So at the root of the situation is somebody around you was deceptive and envious, wore a mask, didn't show their true selves to you. And this was to do with a third-party situation for Libra. Now, Libra, this won't apply to everybody. This seems panning out to be quite a specific reading, but it will have meaning for quite a few of you. If it doesn't have meaning for you, then you don't have to continue watching. Well, you don't have to anyway, but you know what I'm saying. So at the root of the matter is something to do with deception and envy, somebody wearing a mask, and it was to do with some form of a third-party situation. Okay. The past leading on to this was a new love that began in the past that led on to the new beginning, the current situation. And this was to do with the Knight of Pentacles and a very slow night, but a very solid offer that came in, and a new love beginning. So crowning what's on your mind at the moment is foundation and achievements. It's about the happy family home, a desire to have to be settled, for everything in your life to be settled, to have the happy family at home, the rainbows there, so everything meaningful. And there's the King of Cups. So this is what's on your mind at the moment. This king is offering his cup of love, and is a very kind king, very compassionate king, but looks quite determined. Libra. So what's your power in this situation? Well, at the moment you are trapped in fear. You've got a lot of mental conflict going on in your mind. You are worrying about the situation. You are worrying about this situation and the new beginning. So this is sort of trapping you in fear in your mind. And it's to do with this third party situation, however that is meaningful for you, Libra. Is you've got the new chick that's hatched out, so this is something new. So in part there's a celebration going on, but it is to do with a third party situation. But this is in your power placement of the Celtic cross. All right, so take it how it resonates with you, Libra. What's happening around you? Well, around you, you've got material and spiritual prosperity. So things are okay around you. Things look quite settled. You look like you have enough. So everything looks fine around you, with what you have and your needs being met. But you're feeling left out in the cold. So although this man's got all this money down here, he's sitting under a toadstool on his own, and it's raining, and he's sheltering from the lightning there. So this is the Five of Pentacles in ordinary tarot, and this is about a feeling of lack, a feeling of not having enough and isolation. Although what looks like you do have enough around you in your environment. So what are your hopes and fears? Well, your hopes and fears is to do with the temptation. There's something about temptation here. So is this may be a fear of yours about not being able to, or somebody not being able to resist some form of temptation. And this is the devil energy, the devil card in ordinary tarot. So something about the tendrils coming up and wrapping around the body. So there's something about temptation there, not being able to resist something. And then the strength. So you're hoping to have strength to hold this temptation back. You've got the bull by the horns, and you are working very hard to hold the bull back, to hold this temptation back. And then the outcome at this time, and we know that time is fluid, so different perspectives tomorrow, different actions tomorrow can change outcomes. But at the moment, this is saying that there's going to have to be a sacrifice of some sort as an outcome for this new beginning. Resisting temptations, something to do with third party. So there's a sacrifice that's having to be made, a choice between one or two or three options perhaps, but some sacrifices will have to be made. And then we've got the Seven of Wands, which is standing your ground, and that came out as a challenge for you, didn't it? So stand your ground, stand up for yourself, defend yourself, is an outcome for you. And then going forward, we do have some heartache and loss. This is from the mental, again, from the mental part of the deck. And we've had one or two of those. We had the deception and envy, didn't we? We had trapped in fear, and now we've got heartache and loss. This is the Three of Swords in ordinary tarot, with the three swords going through the heart. So this is something to do with grieving over something that's lost. It may be about betrayal. There may have been a betrayal that's left you with this heartache. So this is going to be hanging around a little while, going forward. And then there's a crossed swords. This is the Two of Swords. So this is about crossed swords, basically having to make a decision between two options. but it's creating some conflict. It's a very difficult decision, and these two men are really fighting. Their swords are crossed and they're fighting. So this is a little bit of there's going to be a fight going on to do with crossed swords in the near future. That doesn't mean to say it's going to last, but it's around this feeling of heartache and loss. Okay, right, I'm going to get the some oracle cards, Libra. I just want to get a little bit more information and advice for you from the universe. So, universe, ascended masters, spirit guides, have you got some advice, please, for Libra when considering this reading? Some advice, please, for Libra when considering this reading. There we go. I shall shuffle, and I'll just take 2 cards from this oracle deck. This is the Earth Spirit oracle deck. I'll just put those in. There's too many came out there. Okay. Okay, so we have from the top and from the bottom. Right, so that's interesting, Libra. First one is the Eagle card. This is about communion. It's about communicating. It's about communicating with our higher self. There's the Eagle, which is like a spirit guide. So this is asking you to meditate, to link in with universal energies, to listen to the advice that's coming through for you. So the eagle in Native American culture was a very spiritual, powerful animal, and was considered a messenger from the gods. So this is advice from the universe and from spirit. And then we have the wolf, which is the instinct. This is about using your instinct in this situation going forward. Wolves are a pack animal, but they can also be a lone spirit. You can get the lone wolves that go off into the wilderness. Wolves are extremely intelligent, and they are a very powerful spirit animal as well. Acute hearing, acute eyesight, acute sense of smell, and they do operate on pure instinct in the wild. So these 2 cards of advice from spirit, from the universe, coming through for you, which is really lovely, a lovely end to your reading. Libra, thank you very much for joining me for this reading. Please join me again. If you subscribe, if you like this reading, then it doesn't cost anything, but you will get alerted then for any future readings coming through. Thank you for joining me, and good luck and lots of love going forward, Libra. Bye bye.